Believe it or not, this station belongs to the hardest to build railway I have ever created in Transport Fever 2. Don't believe me? Check out this video and you'll see why. Hey everyone, it's M4J here and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2, and welcome to what could end up being, let's say, either a canonical episode or a non-canonical episode, very much depending on whether or not this is successful. So first of all, I need to actually increase these. I don't know how much money I need in order to do this, but clearly we need more vehicles. Oh, for goodness sake. We need more vehicles running on this line because this stop here is full. Physically cannot hold anything else. How much are these vehicles? Bloody hell. And that's not good. So we need more vehicles really running on this second part of the line than we do on the first part, which line manager is probably going to intervene and be like, no. But if it had half a brain, which it does, to be fair, but it'll know. There we go. So the rates increased, frequency, all that good stuff. So yeah, we need this to come down again, because right now the next vehicle here is going to come along and drop off and there's nowhere for it to go. And I don't really want to build any other platforms or anything, because that is just going to, well, cause more problems than it solves. For a start, it's going to cost a heck of a lot more without much of a return. And yeah, I'd just rather not do that, if I'm being honest. So that, I think, has somewhat resolved the problem. And then over time, of course, more vehicles will get added to the lines anyway, and it'll become even less of a problem. And yeah, all good. Right. We need to get more iron ore down here. And in fact, by the end of this episode, this may not even be a problem anyway. I'm going to do what's known in the industry as an all-or-nothing Hail Mary. I think some people refer to it as a shit or bust as well, but that might not be the best name for it. I want to build a railway. I want to get the first railway here on the map up and running, and I think this is the best place to actually build it. So if I build a station here, connected to both this tool factory and also this stop here, and then do the same thing over here-ish, find the cheapest spot to build a station connected to everything. And I think it's actually over here somewhere. I think it went down to like 220 somewhere, depending on what angle I built it at, which I think if I turn it like this, it's probably going to end up being like this. There we go, 220. So it's 220 plus 160, I think it was. So that's already 380, and we haven't even built track and trains yet. It's insane how this is going to work, but I think this is the solution. And the idea would be iron ore gets brought from the mine here to this stop here where it gets unloaded. It's then going to get stuck on a train. The train's then going to take it all the way over to here where it gets unloaded. That's then going to get turned into lovely juicy steel, which could get put on a truck for now, but I think it's going to be put on a train. It's then going to get brought all the way back to this station here where it gets turned into tools. And this is the interesting bit. The next time this line runs, it will have iron ore and tools on board. And it will run back over here. And then when it unloads here, there'll be a truck here picking up the tools and bringing them into Stone Market. Because right now, Stone Market, it needs machines as well, but it does need tools. And that will be quite a nice little supply chain if we can get it working. Now, one thing I'm going to do, and I should have done this before, in fact, is I'm just going to turn that off. So now all of the money that we make is going to go and sit in the bank minus taxes and maintenance. So we're not going to buy any new road vehicles right now, which might seem a bit drastic. It might seem a bit stupid. But if you look at the profit right now, everything's making profit except for 4 passenger lines. And these are going to fluctuate to their heart's content anyway. Every time we load passengers, one might lose money, and then as soon as it stops and unloads, it will make a butt ton of money. We've also cleared 100,000 on a couple of lines now. The grain ones, actually, the grain and food. And look how many this has got. This is insane. We could actually sell a ton of these as well and help generate funds. But look down here. We're making money now. This is genuinely one of the riskiest things I've done in any video game I've ever played, is build this railway. This could go incredibly well, or it can be an absolute catastrophic failure. But we really do need to do it. We are desperately in need of getting this railway up and running and actually making money for us. Because, yeah, genuinely, we cannot sustain these losses. I say losses. We're not making a loss, but we cannot sustain this level of growth, shall we say, for too much longer. So I do need to place that station there. So it's in now. It's locked in. And then we need to come over here and we need to find where the spot was. Somewhere up here. Yeah, 210. Which by no means is it's not peanuts. You know, it's not chump change. That's quite a lot of money still. But in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad. Something else I'm going to bear in mind when I'm doing this is to leave room for these stations to grow in the future as well. The other thing I want to try and do is build as much of this as possible without taking out a loan. Because, I mean, already I think I'm going to have to take out a loan for this bit, which means I'm going to have to pause the game. Because I don't want it all to get spent immediately. Because I don't want to end up maxing out the loan, because that's kind of my safety net right now. But there we go. So we'll go for this track, because we haven't unlocked any other types yet. And then already, this is going to be quite a lot of money, because we're going downhill quite rapidly, which means climbing uphill here with a loaded train. That's not ideal, is it? We're probably going to have to come around like this. And already, look at that. That maxes out our money. That is stupidly expensive. If we come from this end, I reckon we can get a lot closer to where we want to be for like half the money. So the plan here is just to follow the road. So we're going to curve quite sharply here to get to the road ASAP. And then basically follow it for its entire journey. Because the right of way here already exists. So, too much slope? I don't think so somehow. Yeah, there you go. Build it like... I mean, we could just do this, I suppose. And have it just follow the road. Pretty much for its entirety now. And already I'm looking at the money and it's looking expensive. It's looking very expensive, and that's quite steep there as well. Okay. I mean, we don't exactly have a choice. There we go. And then here, of course, I have the realistic slopes mod, which I think is still running. So you can see here, it's starting to get expensive. That's actually stupid as well. So where's... I think here we are actually going to have to, like, do this. Just to avoid spending loads of money. Or... from here, we're going to have to, like, curve around like this. Straight away. So this station here might already be facing the wrong way, because I don't think this is cost effective. So it's going to have to come out and round this way. And I think this is going to cost me... Oh no, I do get a refund for it. That's good. The other question, of course, is if I turn this round, can I actually get it to connect to the road? No. Is the answer to that. No, I cannot. So I might even have to build it like this. And again, it now gets quite expensive. 190,000 to build that there, and we just don't have that money. I'm going to have to max out the loan, you know. This could, like I said, this could end up being a non-canonical episode, depending on how much money we make or lose from this. And already, with the deviation of the line here, I'm not fancying my chances of making too much money. So I think we're going to have to build this like this. Got to make sure that that is... Yep, it does connect. Good. The frustrations of transport fever, eh? The other problem is we've got to now make it so that the slopes do actually match. So that's 30 grand. Come around this way. Yeah, that's expensive, see? Already, I don't actually think these will join. Wow. I hadn't noticed how much of a slope this was, you know. That's not good. And I don't think I can go through there. If I crossed over here somewhere. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It actually does not work. That's so bad. I hadn't even thought of that. So we're going to have to like build a really roundabout route here just to try and make this somewhat line up. Will it actually reach now? I don't think it will, you know. Even now. Oh my god. This is so expensive. That's going up. We need it to come down. Oh dear. Whoa, what happened there? This has not gone to plan at all. So let's refund all of that money. And I guess we'll refund all of this money. They're trees, right? Yeah. So that's fine. So running next to the road was my my initial thought here. I hadn't realised just how steep the road got. And it's really only this bit here where it starts to really get steep. So we could still bring it the majority of the way. And then as the road starts to climb, that's where we put the stop. And then we can have trucks do the rest. But that's really not ideal. So like, you know, connect here, say. But already that's quite a lot of money still. And have we actually saved much? I don't think we have. So I think this for now might have to go on the back burner. Which is really annoying because I really wanted to build trains today. But we just cannot physically afford to do so. Which is a real shame. And I've also got to a point where I can't actually pay back all of the loans still. But if I was to speed up time for a minute here. I think a solution to that problem would be to manually clone those. That really boosts the rate here. And then if I do something similar on this line, but obviously not quite as much. So I think 1, 2, 3. So you're 106 seconds. I think on the other side it was like 60. So there is a huge divide still. There you go, 77. That's kind of closer. And once these get unbunched, we will start to get a better flow of everything. We still need to get the tools up here, though. And again, trains. Trains was the trains solve everything. I'm really upset that we haven't been able to build trains. I think the solution would be station where it was, but come out this way. And then follow the terrain this side. Because I think it's flatter. Because, I mean... yeah, everything slopes up this way towards Stowmarket. All hills lead to Stowmarket, apparently. So maybe even coming out this way and climbing up. Or doing more of a circuitous... circuitous? Is that the way of saying it? Route up this way. And then eventually ending up at the top. I don't know. What I do know is... we just can't build trains right now, which is a real shame because I was actually very much looking forward to that. But, you know, these vehicles will keep making us money. We can start paying off the loan, or we just keep saving, and that will be how we end up doing it. But with that in mind, we now know that this chain system works and works well. So actually, if I leave this playing, there are other lines potentially where we can start integrating this. So here, oil can end up over here, up here, back down here, and then we try and work out what to do with the fuel. It'll probably end up at Nailsworth, to be honest, or Godalming. We'll see. I think that's the only way that would work, because if we went over here, almost build a new road direct, then up, then down. That's almost too good not to do. I don't know how much stuff you can store, how much fuel you can store, but that seems like a really perfect money maker. To the point where I'm physically asking myself right now, why have you not done it before? Just got to make sure that we build this road smartly. And already I haven't. Let me get the contours up when I'm doing this. I hate contour lines because I always struggle to read them properly. You can see here there's quite clearly slopes here, but the contour line doesn't really show much. But I think maybe if we come out this side and come around like this, and if it's climbing, we want it to climb. We don't want it to climb and then drop again. And ideally, you want all of your lines where you're actually carrying stuff to be downhill, but it's not quite as easy as that. That's actually all my money gone, so we're going to have to increase the speed again. So we could connect straight in, or if I do 9,000 there and then 7,000 there, we've actually saved about 4 grand doing it that way. Right, truck stop. We need it to be... Actually, where do we need it to be? We actually want 2 different things here. We want an unloader, which is going to go here with a little loop on it. Like this. And then we want a truck station completely separate to that, but connected over here. And then we want this. And then up this end, we want something similar. We want a completely separate truck station with 2 berths, because we're going to use them both. Actually, we are making a considerable amount of money when we don't have Line Manager ruining things for us. I love Line Manager. It's one of my favourite mods in this game. Don't get me wrong. But it can cost literally an arm and a leg. Oh, there we go. Thought that hadn't worked then. And I also think because I was in contour view, I wasn't actually seeing, yeah, like here. Wasn't really giving an accurate example as to how much the land was going to move. I think if you go there, you cover basically everything. Now the initial oil hasn't even been built, which is not smart on my part. Nice unintentional rhyme there, though, which is always nice. If I was to build you here, you're connected and you're close. And can I get you cheaper? No, I think 56,000, 57,000 is about as cheap as it's going to get. So it's going to look like this. Right. New line. So you're going to run from here to here, and annoyingly you're going to run back empty each and every time, which is not ideal. But I think eventually you're going to pick up fuel, bring it back here, and then we're going to have a little hop, skip and a jump over there maybe. Just look at, oh, there's 2 construction plants, but there's nowhere for the materials to come from initially. That's so frustrating. That's borderline illegal in my opinion. Right, what are you carrying? You're carrying crude oil, which is what that is, yes. So you are crude oil. God Olming. And again, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologise. We're going to make you... guess we can go with that one. And then you are going to run from here to here. And you're going to go like this. And then on the way up the hill, you're going to carry oil. Oh no, sorry. You're going to carry crude oil. Thought I got that wrong. And on the way back down the hill, you're going to carry oil. There we go. And you're going to be that black as well, because why not? And you're also going to be crude oil, but this time you're going to be Knutsford. So right now it's the fuel that doesn't have anything transporting it right now. So you're going to be Godalming. You're going to be Knutsford. And if I check this, you have a supplier. Excellent. Obviously, Line Manager will get activated in the not too distant future so that that starts reaping the benefits. Now, yeah, the temptation really is to get this into a truck stop as soon as possible, really. And then start bringing fuel back up, maybe even to here, and then from here over. The problem, of course, with that is this one here already is full. So that's a non-starter. But we can still shuttle it back to here, and then the empty one can just loop around to the full one again and start its journey again. How much would it cost to get a road up and over this hill? My guess is a lot. And it's not so much the cost of the road, it's the cost of the vehicle going really slowly as it goes up and over. I'm just keeping an eye on things down here because we're starting to make enough money again that the train is starting to look like a viable option once more. We'll see. While I've got this like this, we'll clone. Actually, 146 seconds is pretty good right now. And then you. Sorry, that. And then that. 148 seconds. That's also quite good. And we've still got 100 and something grand. This should start working. So you're coming in with your 4 barrels of crude oil. We could do something to try and unbunch these a little bit more, but I think in this setup, the vehicles will try and unbunch, and because there's no other traffic on these roads, there you go. So the first one there is waiting. It's unfortunate that it missed those 2 vehicles, but things will start moving. We could potentially try and chain it over to here and then into Nailsworth. It's just annoying that this is the same route then as we had before, unless we go here, 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 which I'm starting to think that would be possible. And then this one can transport in both directions here. So it'll bring oil down this way, it'll bring fuel back up, and then over here it'll get loaded onto another truck that will then go up to Nailsworth. That's a possibility too. But again, that's a heck of a hill. There is technically already a road here, so if we can just connect up to this, that could get that going. Are there any other passenger lines that we could start building? I don't think there are really. Oh man, look, I mean, just look how much money some of these lines are making. It's incredible. I am going to go and rebuild this station. And to be honest, if I was to use this, which I've never used before, bullhead tracks, sure, track count 1, platform width. I mean, can I do it as... Oh, this is interesting. So I need it to be like early era, I guess. I don't want it to be electrified. How do I turn that off? That's something I don't know how to do. There's bullhead tracks no masts. Or there's bullhead tracks disused. Yeah, I don't know. Layout information? Ah! There you go. Catenary. No. Oh, catenary. I don't know how you say it. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. This would have been cool, I was going to say, because then you can customize it to fit the space. But I think I'm just going to be stuck doing it this way for now. So if I can build this in again, wherever it was before, somewhere around here. There's no point building it near this road now, actually. I might as well build it how I need it, which is almost like straight pointing this way. To start climbing up the hill. I feel like I'm going to need 2 trains from the get-go as well to make this profitable. So I'm almost tempted. So if we can get... Let's have a look. If we can get trucks to do the last leg again, then I could in theory build this down here. And then the slope wouldn't be as much of an issue. Or even down here. Already you can see, I mean, look at that, how much that's going to cost. That's ridiculous. So actually, it needs to go over here. But in such a way that we can curve out and maybe over this road and then follow the terrain. Man, it's a tough one. This is a real tough one. I'm not giving up hope on the train. Now I know how much our road vehicles can actually make without line manager coming in and borrowing from it, shall we say. I really do want to make this work. Let's say I built that there. This is going to be like this. So I might have to actually go up a little bit to then come back down again. God, that's ugly as anything. So we'd almost have to go like up like this. And straight away we have a problem. Okay. So then, on that logic, if I was to come out and down like this... See, it is somewhat conforming. Like, it's sloping down almost enough, so that by over here somewhere, it might actually be at the right height. Almost. It's just such an expensive way of doing it. And a full train trying to charge up this slope, it's just unfeasible. Oh, confirm. There we go. So I think it is going to have to face this way. We're basically going to have to go diving through the forests. I need it close enough that it is still connected to the truck stop, which I'm hoping this entire road will let me do, and it seems like yes, it will. So just give me the money I need to build this. There we go. And somewhere along the route we're going to need a passing loop as well. So yeah, we're basically charging through the trees here. Which is not ideal, but if we can get full train each time, which I might set up deliberately, tell the train to full load each way, this could still be very profitable indeed. Come on, game. Just keep giving me the money. If I was to come this way a little bit... Yeah, already you can see how much it's starting to cost. You're going to have to kind of like be clever with how we slalom down. I think I actually need to turn this way a little bit more. Like that. And then here, where we could just come around like this. Or we could do it like this. Because trains are only going to be going 40-ish miles an hour at the moment anyway. So there's no reason to make it, like, widen it like that. So I could get away with this. And then from here, we should be able to start following the road again at some point. So it's only the end of the journey where things start to get a little bit ridiculous. Or, just do it like this and... Yeah, you can see how high up we are. So we are going to have to do a little bit of backtracking during the journey. But that's... It's not the worst. Just need my vehicles to keep making money. I do have the... Is it called Smart Vehicle Maintenance mod as well? Where I've set it to basically vehicles just be in bad condition, because there's no reason for it to be any better than that, really. Not very bad, just bad. And then they do the maintenance based off that. So it'll save us a little bit of money there as well. Ah, see, that's now parallel to the road. But I don't know how high up we are. So we might actually have to keep. Maybe if I start building from this end again, we'll start getting an idea as to how far we need to go with it. So if I do this, 30 grand please. Yeah, that's quite a climb still. That is quite a climb still. So we're going to have to do this. Oh. Come on. Give me the money. Give me the money. 40 grand from somewhere. There we go. Hopefully the new lines are making money. I'll check that in a sec. So yeah, here's where we're going to start breaking away. It's going to have to do something a little like this. Okay, let's just check. New lines. Yeah, they're not on here. They are, in fact. There's one. Nope, that's the coal one, sorry. Let me just pause for a sec. So this one's making 16,000 and the other one is making 37. So again, imagine if Line Manager started intervening with that. That would be a very nice profit indeed. So yeah, here's where it starts getting a little bit twisty. So I think if we come this way, do a U-turn, this way, and then do another U-turn, it should be enough to actually connect. But I have no idea if this line is going to make any money whatsoever. And something else I haven't really factored in, but we can do it over here still, is, actually we can, in theory, do it over here, is if we extend the station in the future, we're obviously going to have to reroute the track slightly. So yeah, we're just going to have to keep sort of following as best we can the landscape here. Now, some people who play in hard mode probably won't have the realistic slopes mod, and to those people I say, good choice. Very good choice. Very smart choice. Because this is getting pricey. And even here you can see it's starting to become excruciatingly expensive. So I think we actually have to turn south again to head north. And sort of follow it this way for a bit. Which, yeah, we'll have to go this way and then around like this. And then maybe we can start cutting back in and connecting up where we want to be. Yeah, you wouldn't have the realistic slopes mod, so you can just basically follow the road all the way up the hill. And that's the best way of doing it, I would say. That is actually the smartest way of doing it. Because the way that profit is calculated in this game is through straight line. So the straighter you can transport your goods over a longer distance, the more money you make. Whereas this, we're transporting it over a greater distance, sure, but we're making no extra money off it whatsoever, which is not the smart way of doing it at all. So I need to get this where it's like 40-ish, there we go, miles an hour, and that's going to cost me 87,000 to build just this bit, and we still got to go all the way along here and then up, and at some point we're going to have to build passing loops as well, which is going to make this even more ridiculously expensive. Alright, come on game. At least we're avoiding building tunnels and bridges and embankments, or two like massive embankments. We are still building some embankments and cuttings and things like that, but you know, the navies are blasting more than they're building up at this point. Just give me the money. Come on game. Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. There we go. I don't even know if it's better or worse to build it in stages like this. That's quite a cutting there, mind. After what I was just saying. And actually, this can be steeper. If I was to do that, I keep doing the wrong thing. If I was to do this, that does save me a little bit of money, actually. It saves me 11,000. And then from here, hopefully, we can then get over to there. If not, I don't actually know what I'm going to do. That's going to be a massive problem. Alright, come on. Come on. There we go. And then, yeah, this... Too much slope. For goodness sake. So actually the problem is over here we're going to have massive embankments, which is not ideal, or bridges, which is also not ideal. So how do we solve this? We could build more U's. See, I reckon this, and then from here we can almost get over there, I'd say. So this is going to be kind of expensive because we're building a massive embankment. 100,000. That is a lot of money. Already I'm thinking here, if I do this instead. No, see, that's not going to do it. But if I was to carry on like this, yeah, you can see just how much we're climbing here. It's a huge increase in elevation. And even over here. Actually, that so almost makes it. Look how close we get. And over here, that is excruciatingly close. So if I can just get this bit here to just keep climbing without building expensive embankments. So this bit here, come on. Come on, game. Come on. We might just have this carrying iron ore for the time being. Almost. Almost. Maybe if we come this way again and then do another U here. But now we're starting to dig cuttings, which makes it expensive as well. Okay, hang on. I feel like we're so close. If we come this way, see, it's starting to go down again. We need it to keep coming up. So we almost need it over here. Like this. And then round like this. And then it'll have to like double back on itself. Oh man, I mean that is, like I said, so close. Maybe on this side then, if we make it dig down a little bit more from leaving the station. I don't know how much the trains are going to struggle to get up here though, because it's early days of Steam. It's not like they're going to be chugging along with massive amounts of power. 16 grand here. There we go. And then follow it round. Yeah, already that's quite a lot of money. But from here, I reckon we then come this way a little bit and then this will connect up. We could even soften the blow a little bit there. This curve is going to be pretty ferocious enough. Oh, we were so close then as well. Come on. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Be good to me. Oh, damn it. That was me checking my phone, not paying attention. I get what I deserve on that one. Come on. What I might do in a minute is put a cut in. Try and finish building the line here. And then, you know, come back and finish off, you know, buying trains and getting the line running and that sort of thing. That works. And then if I was to do this in one fell swoop, too much slope. Which is telling me that over here still needs to slope down more. And I'm literally looking at it like, how much more does it need? That's a heck of a climb. From here over to there. That is a heck of a climb. Trains better be worth it, because this is... Yeah, I mean, you can see how much it deviates and swells around and all sorts. It's insane. Oh, my days. I was so close to getting it there as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, yeah. I think I am going to put a cut in right here. If I can get this bit in. Nope, it's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'm going to finish building the track. I'm going to build a depot. I may even get the line set up and running. Or at least set up, and then we'll buy the train and we'll start it running at the end of this episode. Oh, I'm going to put a cut in here. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, railway is complete. It comes out of Uckfield here, follows the road up to here. This is where the depot is for now. May move in the future, but right now it's here. It then deviates this way across the road, as you saw, and it's this bit here that I built last. So as you can see, that we've got a passing loop here. It may end up with more than one signal at each end, but right now that's what it's got. And it joins up again and snakes its way up here. So I built this thinking, that's easy. We'll get a train out soon. And, you know, we'll be raking the money in. Unfortunately, just to get an iron ore train, never mind anything else, and a decent sized one, 24 capacity, is going to cost basically £1 million. Which just, you know, that's not happening. We need to find another way to make money. As it so happens, I think, if I slow down time for a second, I think I found it. So right now we have an abundance of iron ore. I don't know what happened to the coal, but the iron ore is stacked. We got so much of it, which means that we've got a good line of steel if we can get the coal there too. As it so happens, over here at the coal mine, I've built this second stop. I've then come down here to Cockermouth and I've built this stop. And I'm just about to head over to this tool factory to build a final stop. And this is my plan. Build that there. Add this in like so. In fact, this one can probably go all the way around like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do this. And here's what's going to happen. This coal line is going to pick up steel. It's going to bring it back up here. It's going to unload. We're then going to pick up steel from here. We're going to bring it over here. We're then going to pick the steel up from here. We're going to bring it over here. We're then going to take tools back over here. Tools back over here. And then from here, we're going to have another line that heads down into Stowmarket. And right now I've got the stop there. And I think that might be where I keep it actually. Because when the railway does end up running, which it will do at some point, we're going to have it move from here over to there. So it's kind of the shortest distance. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the coal line here. And we're going to say, on the way back, you're going to carry steel. We're then going to set up a new line from, got to make sure I click the right one, there, over to here. And for now, you can go both sides, that's fine. Coming out of Stowmarket Halt, you're going to pick up steel, and on the way back, you're going to carry tools. Like so. We're going to call you steel, and you're technically Stowmarket. And again, we name the line after the first thing that it's carrying. We're then going to go, I don't know, fourth one up. That's kind of a steely colour. Actually, is that a steely colour? No. Let's go fourth from the right there. That's a steely colour. You're then going to go here to here. And again, you're going to go like that. And it's going to be steel on the way out. Tools on the way back. Like so. You are steel Cockermouth. With a capital C, preferably Mark. And was it fourth from the right, which is that one. And then finally from here. So actually we do kind of need two things there. But I'm just going to do it like this for now. Actually, no, I can't really, can I? 1 second. I guess for this one, what I could do is this. And you're going to do that. There we are. New line from there over to here. And we're going to make sure that you are doing this, and you're going to carry tools. Where is it there? And you are... is it T for tools? Yeah. Stone market. And grab you, and I think... I mean, we might just do that one. For tools, 1, 2, 3, fourth from the top. Which means the one over here, I'm going to recolor as well. Fourth from the top. There we go. So now all I've got to do is populate these lines. So we've already got this one, so it needs to be 1, 2, 3. So if I buy 2 cargo carts here, one of you needs to go on steel, stone market. One of you needs to go on tools, stone market. And then over to Cockermouth here. And you need to go on steel, Cockermouth. So now hopefully, if I click on this and suppliers, we should get some. The other thing I'm going to do is copy some more of these, or clone some more of these. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. What's your rate now? 57, 52. Better than nothing. Just a bit worried as to whether or not I've actually done this correctly. I'm sure it's fine. It's just making sure that everything is indeed connected, and I'm pretty certain over here is no problem. So it should be steel on the way out. Yep, and tools on the way back. But that's less relevant. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, Cockermouth, we got 1. Excellent. So yeah, now it's just about flooding the line full of vehicles and making sure that we can actually keep up. The main thing is to get loads of coal in now, because we've got so much iron ore. That's just not the priority. The priority is getting the coal in, particularly now as that coal is part of a bigger network. So again, 41 seconds. That should be pretty decent. We got a steady flow coming up here now. The fact that it climbs up a hill here, I think, does slow it down, although it's not too bad. It kind of rides the hill rather than climbs it, which is fine. And I've just got to make sure now that this side doesn't get overloaded with stuff. Still only 1. That'll grow. And then hopefully this will start earning us enough money that we can actually get this train line operational. Now what would be cool is if I'd built a second platform here, and then I could have got this set up too. But I could always do that off camera with a separate station over here and just build a new line, because I think going across here is actually doable. So that looks pretty flat to me. If I built another station up here, we could even then continue the line. I was also looking at this recently after I built these little loops here. If I was to build a passenger line coming up here, I think I'd actually have it come across here with a station here, and then this way with a station here, and then head up into Scarborough, where the station would probably be on the edge of town. Just so that you've got, you know, Cockermouth and Leatherhead have a choice. Well, Leatherhead is this one. Cockermouth has a choice of this one or this one for where people want to go. And then Stafford can come up here as well. And then it means we're not building into the town. We can kind of follow the valley here and end up over at Holt Whistle or whatever. Or even here, turn south-ish. I don't know. Maybe a big junction here, actually. And then one line can head this way to Southport as well. I don't know. I'm talking rubbish. That'll do for this episode, though. Not quite what I had in mind. I wanted to get trains running, but it's pretty close. I'm pretty happy still. Something else that I did off camera, by the way, just now, was I went and upgraded all the bus lines. So they've all got, actually not all of them, most of them have got the upgraded omnibuses. Yeah, the ones that haven't yet I will go and do, because as you can see they're running at capacity. I will also turn line manager back on shortly as well, so it will auto adjust these lines accordingly to make them run correctly. And then hopefully we should start seeing the money flow in. Fingers crossed. The fact that, I mean, that's half full right now. If that was the old style, it would be pretty much full. So that's fine. It's all going well. It's all going very well indeed. And yeah, we should see the first steel. One of these vehicles has it. Don't know if I can tell which one just by looking, but yeah. And then hopefully these lines here will start being profitable soon as well, which will be very nice indeed. Alrighty then folks, that will do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you enjoyed the series so far, drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, from some kind of horse and cart, there we go. I will see you soon.